Hello, you brilliant, overqualified, underappreciated cubicle gladiator. Welcome back to the channel where we decode the mystical, slightly toxic, overly coffee-fueled world of corporate life. If you've ever found yourself thinking, how is Chad from marketing getting promoted when he spends half his day watching golf videos and the other half mansplaining what a KPI is? You, my friend, are not alone. Today we are talking about something they don't teach you in business school: how to be corporate smart. Not hardworking, not passionate, not the person who says, "I'll get that to you tonight" at 6:59 p.m. No, corporate smart. Because in the wild jungle that is the workplace, it's not the strongest who survive. It's the politically evolved, strategically invisible, slightly charming office raccoon. Hard work versus smart work. Here's the hard truth. The person working the hardest is usually not the one getting ahead. You know who gets promoted? The person who looks like they know what they're doing, while outsourcing 80% of their tasks to interns and using buzzwords like synergy, alignment, and cross-functional optimization. Meet Rachel. Rachel responds to emails faster than Gmail can send them. Rachel hasn't taken lunch since 2018, and this is Brad. Brad once tried to schedule a meeting with himself, forgot, and then blamed IT. Guess who got a raise last quarter? You already know. Being corporate smart means understanding the game is not just about doing the work, it's about being seen strategically doing the work. The great paradox of promotions. Let's talk about the painful paradox. High performers often don't get promoted. Why? Because if you're amazing at your job, management sees you as indispensable. Promotions aren't a reward, they're logistics. If you're the only one who can put out the metaphorical dumpster fires every week, no one wants to move you. It's like being the only person in the office who knows how to use the printer. You're cursed with competence. So what do? You manage visibility, document your wins, share your impact, and when you succeed, don't just quietly high-five yourself in the supply closet. Make sure someone with power knows. The art of visible laziness. Ah yes, our old friend, the strategically idle colleague. You know the one. Let me tell you a story. So there was this guy in my old office named Dave. Dave wore the same blue shirt every day. Dave said things like, "Let's circle back," and low-hanging fruit. Dave had 2 monitors, one for spreadsheets, one for fantasy football. Now Dave somehow always looked busy. He carried papers when walking around. He stared intently at his screen during every meeting. But when you look closer, the man was playing corporate chess while the rest of us were in a hamster wheel. Moral of the story? Looking busy tops being busy. It's twisted, but in corporate, perception is currency. How to be corporate smart. So let's break it down. You want to survive and maybe even thrive without burning out. Here's your corporate smart survival guide. The 70% rule: do 70% of your capacity. Why? Because if you give 100%, that becomes the expectation. Then when you inevitably need a break, you look like you're slacking. Set a manageable pace that feels sustainable. Master the calendar. Block fake meetings. Use them for deep work, lunch, or just to breathe. Don't let your calendar become a playground for other people's priorities. Document wins. Every win, every solved crisis, every glowing email, screenshot it. Create a corporate receipts folder. When performance review time hits, you're not relying on vibes. Speak strategically. Use their language. Sprinkle in those sweet, sweet corporate terms. Impact, value add, scalability. Learn to sell what you do. Don't just do it. Build alliances. Have lunch with other departments. Praise people publicly. Be liked across teams. Corporate is like Survivor with less sunscreen. Learn the power of silence. If a meeting ends and no one volunteers, stay quiet. Someone will break. It doesn't have to be you. Say no nicely. You are allowed to say, I'm at capacity right now, but I can take that on next week. That's not laziness, that's boundaries. And boundaries are hot. Corporate burnout is real. Let's talk about burnout. That slow-cooked emotional collapse garnished with caffeine and quiet rage. High performers often burn out because they think more effort equals more success. But in corporate, it often equals just more work. Being corporate smart means knowing your limits. It means taking your PTO without guilt. It means understanding you are not your productivity level. No job is worth your peace. They will replace you faster than you can say, per my last email. So, what have we learned today, fellow spreadsheet warriors? The real MVPs in corporate aren't always the ones who stay late, skip lunch, and color code their inbox. Sometimes it's the ones who understand the game, play it just enough, and still have time to catch a yoga class after work. Work smart, protect your energy, be like Dave, but with a conscience. If this hit home, like, subscribe and share it with that one friend who's dangerously close to throwing their laptop out the window. And if you're already corporate smart, drop your favorite tip below. Until next time, keep surviving, keep thriving, and remember, never reply all.